What's up, people? It's the Guru, and welcome to Geek Assault. Today, we will be reviewing Die, issue number 2. Let's go. Yo, after a great issue in issue 1, I was ready. I was hyped to see where we are going to go in issue 2, and it starts exactly where we left off. The crew has been confronted by Solomon, who we found out now is actually the game master, and he's running things, and he wants to run the game again. Now, with that being said, he has 2 dies for his eyes, so he's like all powerful. He's more powerful than the original game master, and he's actually so powerful that he's reconstructed the world in his own image, or wherever he thinks. I gonna say image, but the way he wants it to go. And my man Dominique, who they call Ash is Dominique, are the same people. Ash, which I was thrown for a loop at first, but Ash's character in the game world is actually female. So that's why I was thrown off. I was trying to find like what's this other chick came from and where's this guy. But he's a girl in the world. He's also called, his character is the dictator. And he has a weird ability. I'm trying to feel like his ability is kind of weird. Like I'm not getting his ability weird. It's weird. We found out all their abilities. Some of their abilities. The dictator pretty much can control emotions, I guess, or something like that. And the black guy, I think his name is Matt. I'm pretty sure it's Matt. Is it Matt or Nathan? Anyway, the black guy, the token, he is called the Grief Knight, and his power, he's a swordsman pretty much, but his power is controlled by his emotions. So I guess the darker he might feel, might have a dark. Anyway, his powers is controlled by his emotions. He's pretty much like a Hulk, but with a sword, you know. Then we got his sister, Angela. She's a cyberpunk, but they call her Neo, and she has a very interesting power. I love her skill set. Her powers is like it's almost like technical. She's like almost like a how can I put it? Like a Tony Stark's type of dude. When Tony Stark put on armor, like he can like figure out things through his helmet, like the way he sees the world. Like, oh, I can analyze this, and I can, she's like she pretty much technology, and she has. I'm not gonna say what she did, but she pretty much had like ability like that. She can scan things and override things. She's more of a technical type ability, but it actually works on organic things from what we've seen, which I'll talk about later on. Then we find out the girl Isabella, she is called the Godbender, and she can pretty much summon different types of I want to say god creatures. Say like, you got like Zeus is what got like lightning, Poseidon was the water, or whatever the god is of something in that realm or whatever. She can like summon these guys and make them do her bidding, And the last one is Chuck. And Chuck is weird because I don't feel like what his power really is, but he's the fool. And it's kind of weird. I don't know what his ability is, but he's really good with a sword, because when the game starts, Dominique kind of realizes, Ash, I'm about to start calling him Ash. Ash kind of realizes that Solomon's not listening to him. And this guy, he's trying to act like he's still their friend, but he knows something's not right. Like, yo, this guy, he saw the smile and the way he greeted him, like he want the game to go on, and he's not trying to get back home, because we find out that there's a way for them to get back home. Is all of them have to be together, and they join hand, they will themselves back home. But when they did it last time, they were willing themselves back home. The game master actually reached through and grabbed Solomon and snatched him out when they teleported. So that's why Solomon got stuck behind, and they got to leave. And Ash cast a spell on them that caused them to not repeat what happened to them, because if they did, the old game master wanted both of the worlds to come together, the real world and his game world to come together. So he was seeking out through this game to get them there, to try to find a portal to the real world so he can get all of the whole earth to play his game. So you're gonna have 7 billion players playing his game, his world, and he's gonna be the game master of everything. So he pretty much gonna be a god of his world and the real world. That was his plans. So that's why Ash being a dictator, uses his power to put a spell on every last one of them that they couldn't tell what happened because they didn't want anybody on the real world to get curious, because you know they will, and try to get over to the gaming world, which could start, quote unquote, the end of the earth, because somebody will try to go there to play that game because humans are stupid like that. So, which is cool. So that's why all of them kept quiet when they got back to the real world about what happened to them when they were teenagers. So it was a lot of information got dumped in this episode. I mean, this issue, and there was some action too. We find out that he's doing things that he remembered back when he was a teenager. Like they're approached by this one chick, and the chick resembled this hottie from back in high school, and Chuck really figures out like she is no good, and he starts off and just slaughters the chick right off the rip. Like, he was playing around with her, and they were like shocked, like, why did you do that? He was like, look, back in the day, this chick didn't want to screw me, so why would she want to screw me now? You know what I'm saying? Now that he's 40-something years old, you know what I'm saying? And then in this world, she's still young and pretty, and now she wants to screw me? Like, get out of here. So he just kills her. And after that, all these, I forgot what they called them. It's like the dark ones or something, or the lower ones, or something like that. They all come out and they attack. And everybody goes into battle. Chuck is going in. Chuck takes his sword and he's slicing and dicing. He is ready for action. It seems like he's ready for this game. He almost like doesn't mind being there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the first time he's there did something to his mind, but this guy he's in it to win it. He goes in. He's like the only one starts fighting. And okay, this is another thing we also found out. He kills one of the creatures and he gets some kind of weird gem from him, and he gives them to Angela. Angela uses this gem to power up as Neo, and we find out that she needs certain, I guess, gems to interact. All their powers has a bad effect. Like, her thing is when he gives her the gem, she actually is an addict. You know what I'm saying? So, and she can only use the thing, the power for whenever she gets a gem, she can only use her power for like a day. And after that, she's fiending for another one because she can't use her power again. And it is what it is. So she becomes, like I said, she's addicted to whatever these gems or whatever it was that he gave her. But that's the only way she can use her power, through these gems. So she's screwed. The Godbender, we find out that anytime she uses her powers to summon one of these gods, she owes them a favor. And so if they do something for her, she gonna have to do something for them later on. So yeah, so that's the drawback with her power. And the Grief Knight, Nathan or Matt, whatever his name is, the token black guy, his thing is that he's getting pretty much emotionally crushed. I mean, because I don't know what Ash did to him as a dictator. He made him think of something horribly bad that brought him to tears. Because he didn't want, he told Ash, don't do it. So I don't know if he's flooding his mind with most horrific things about, like, maybe his family dying or whatever, but it destroys him emotionally, and he builds up. He has his powerful sword. He's slaughtering things. Everybody just going in, and he just standing there, and he's like the dictator. So it's weird because it seemed like Ash didn't really do anything like that as far as real combat. He was like, I guess, telling everybody else what to do. And so of course they win the fight, and they explore the world. They try to figure out, like, are we gonna play it like we played last time, or are we gonna do this thing a new way? Because now they're older, they ran through the game before, they know all the dangers and stuff, but then they got the uncertainty of knowing that Solomon is the one that's controlling the board now. He's the new game master. So some of the decisions that they'll make, Solomon was there with them the first time. So he might have a kind of a special trap laid out for them or something, because he knows he can know their moves, he'll know what they've been thinking. So it's crazy. So with that being said, they meet up with this one night, and it shows this was they slipped this one in here. They slipped this one into that progressive social justice warrior weird agenda thing. I caught you. I saw you when you did it, man. This is what they did, right? And I was like, what? Let me get to it, man. Okay. It was this knight. It was this young knight that was feeding for Ash. That's what I'm saying. It was this young knight that was feeding for Ash, because Ash looks like a beautiful woman. He got white hair and a tight witch looking dress with these bright, dark, with his bright looking lipstick on his lips. You know what I'm saying? So the knight saw Ash and he wanted some of that. So Ash was actually flirting with him. Oh, man. So it's like some like gender bending thing. Like, okay, you got a man that's a woman, but then he's flirting with a man even though he's straight. It's very confusing, and this is out there, and I was like, okay, what? Anyway, so the knight actually asked him that he didn't want to forget about Ash or something like that. So Ash put a spell on him so that he wouldn't forget about him until he lays eyes back on him again. I don't know why he did it, but he did it, which is kind of weird again, because if you're a man, why would you want another man looking for you? And, you know, even though you are a woman in the game or whatever, that don't mean... It was weird. It was just weird. It was out there, and I saw them sneak that in there, man. It is what it is. It bothered me, but it is what it is. It didn't take away from the what I enjoyed about this book. Now, with that being said, the knight runs back up on him, and he remembers the knight because it has the same armor. But we come to find out that this knight died years ago, and the fact that he put that spell on him, the dictator Ash, put a spell on him, it didn't die. He got killed, but it was pretty much he was running around roaming as a zombie, so he couldn't rest until he saw Ash again. And so his body was so rotted that his eyes had rotted out a long time ago, so he couldn't see. So even though he saw Ash, he still was living. Like, he was still like suffering because I can't see you, but I know you're there. So the Godbender chick, Isabella, uses her powers to give him false eyes so he can see Ash, so he can be put to rest. And he starts cursing Ash like, you did this to me because look what you made me do. You know, so I've been suffering. I'm running around here as a dead man, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, he just turns to straight gunk, and he just falls on Ash, pouring putrid, dead, walking dead skin, pus, everything is... He just pretty much liquefies because his body's done now. He's seen Ash. He's been walking around as a dead man, and he just turns to this nastiness. And Ash is covered in it from head to toe because God just disintegrated on him. And it's disgusting. So Ash gets up, and he realizes it ain't a game. They get the game plan together, and they're going. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know what's going to await these guys. But, yo, this comic, oh, man. Good issue. I think I might like... They're neck and neck, man. Scale of 1 to 10, I had to give this one an 8 too. We got a ton of information, man. A ton. We got to wait another month for the next episode. I wish it was kind of bi-weekly. But we going to see. It's pretty good. It got a little agenda to it. It showed a little agenda, with the whole gender bending thing. That was kind of... So... Other than that, it was good, man. Solomon, who knows what he's up to, man. It's going to get interesting in this next couple episodes, man. Issues, man. And I'm still trying to figure out what my man Ash's true power is. Same thing with the Fool. I think his name's Chuck. Because Chuck is crazy. Chuck is a fool, man. I really like his character. He's gun-ho as hell. So, yeah, man. This is a pickup. I would buy it, man. Support your local comic book stores. Matter of fact, my local store was out of this one. The first issue, I had to go on what was it, X College, whatever. Y'all know the comic book site, man. I had to go order it, and is what it is. Get it how you can get it, but really support the local stores, man. A lot of these guys are going out of business, and moving these comics are hard to get off your shelf. So yeah, with that being said, buy this one. Read it for yourself. You'll enjoy it because I messed up some stuff and I left some stuff out. So not all the way a spoiler review. This is the Guru. This is the Geek Assault channel, your one-stop shop for all your geek culture needs. And I'm out. Peace.